how do you get them to fall in love with the biblical text as much as you appear to have?
I do think that preachers, pastors, and I saw a couple of my heroes do this, need to intentionally develop in themselves the trait of curiosity.
Curiosity.
Not like they mean it like what they say about us. With Rolf and Will, those are curious guys. Rather, but, I'm going to read a text. How can I be curious? I'm going to find something in there that I'm going to look up and I'm going to explore. And, some weeks, whatever you try to do, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But you're going to keep digging and you're going to keep digging. And then you're going to find something that's interesting. And as I say, hey, you get to do this for a living. I mean, who gets to do that? Read the Bible and then read it for people so that the discovery that you came up with is then one that can give life. So I think the job of intentionally developing the trait of curiosity. I also think just in ministry, I saw our president at Luther Seminary in days of old named David Teedy. He's got to travel around the church all the time for his job as president. He's got to have a dinner here with some people that he's, not going to know ever see again. But he would just decide to be curious about who was talking to him and, say, now, what is it?
What a gift, yeah.
What is it about you that makes you tick?
Yeah.
And what do I need to know? One of my bishop I knew who was a great bishop would say, what do you know that I need to know right now?
Yeah.
And I think that sort of thing, that thing of being curious about the text, being curious about people, I think that's really worth cultivating intentionally.
Wow. I'll say, as a young pastor, my first job was an associate pastor, and I worked with a skilled pastor. He and I had theological differences, very different personalities. But after working with him a couple of years, I thought that the thing he brought to ministry was curiosity about people.
Right.
He was fascinated. He could find something to be fascinated about in every person in the congregation, even though, said, she can't be as dull as she first appears. I'm sure there's got to be, she's married. So, and I thought, but that's a great characteristic to have as pastor and as preacher with the text.